In 300 BC, in the city of Cyprus, there was a wealthy merchant named Zeno. During a voyage from Phoenicia to Piraeus, his ship sank along with all his goods. This single event, completely beyond Zeno's or anyone's control, transformed this prosperous man into one without wealth in an instant. Imagine being in Zeno's place. How would you feel if your life's work was swept away by the power of nature? What would be the right reaction? Would you be angry or sad? Would you feel as if life had betrayed you? These emotions might be normal for most people, but not for Zeno, the founder of Stoicism. Even the smallest shift can have a lasting effect, and adjusting your mindset can lead to greater, long-term changes. The essence of Stoicism is acceptance and indifference. After reading works by Socrates and other philosophers, Zeno developed and taught Stoicism. Zeno believed that while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it, and that's where true power lies. Instead of mourning over lost goods, Zeno chose to remain composed, calm, and neutral despite his situation. Today, Stoics are often seen as unshakable people who don't succumb to emotional extremes, like anger or anxiety. But the core of Stoicism was never just about emotional detachment. It was a worldview, a way of life that has endured for centuries. Stoic teachings can still be applied today, just as they were thousands of years ago, with equally profound impact. Stoicism helps us process negative emotions from difficult situations and turn them into insights that offer us a unique perspective on life. Everyone experiences life differently, and thus we each have different perspectives. Stoics gathered in public spaces to share their philosophy, making it widely known. The Stoics believed that their principles could benefit anyone, and it didn't make sense to restrict that knowledge to an exclusive school or elite circles. As a result, everyone from slaves to emperors could learn Stoicism, and many did. Some of the most famous Stoics include Epictetus, who was once a slave, Seneca, a renowned statesman, and Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the most powerful men in history. The Stoics lived by their teachings, fighting against inequality and advocating for unity. They even coined the term cosmopolitan, meaning citizen of the world, which reflected their belief in global unity and inclusivity. At the time, women were not allowed to study philosophy, but the Stoics rejected that idea. Musonius Rufus, Epictetus's teacher, argued that both men and women have the capacity for virtue, and there's no reason women shouldn't pursue philosophy. So why do people still adopt Stoicism today? In a world filled with unexpected events, our emotions can often cloud our judgment. Stoicism teaches us that while bad things will inevitably happen, we should accept them as part of life, just like we accept the rain. Rain is useful, but when it catches us off guard, we don't cry. Similarly, life will throw difficulties at us, but by expecting the worst and being prepared for it, we can stay calm. Stoic exercises like voluntary discomfort teach us to endure discomfort to build resilience. In today's world, advertisements often make us feel like we need more to be happy. But Stoicism encourages us to focus on what truly matters and find contentment within ourselves, not in external possessions or achievements. We should seek happiness not through things we cannot control, but through the intrinsic values that make us human. By focusing on what we can control, we can lead a more fulfilling life. As Epictetus said, the chief task in life is to identify and separate what is under our control and what isn't. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from recognizing what we can influence and letting go of what we can't. In essence, Stoicism teaches us to keep our emotions in check, to focus on personal growth, and to lead a life based on virtue. This philosophy has stood the test of time and remains as relevant as ever. In a world full of distractions, the Stoic way of life can help us find clarity. By focusing on what truly matters, we are able to filter out the noise and concentrate on what brings true fulfillment. Instead of focusing on material wealth or external success, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner peace, resilience, and virtue, which are the true markers of a fulfilling life. One of the key lessons from Stoicism is the importance of controlling our reactions. Life will bring challenges, but our response to them is what defines us. Stoicism encourages us to embrace discomfort, to face hardships with courage, and to understand that struggles are a natural part of life. It's through these challenges that we grow stronger. By practicing Stoicism, we can learn to maintain a clear mind and a calm demeanor, no matter the circumstances. This allows us to make better decisions and live a more fulfilling life. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us that happiness comes not from external possessions or events, but from how we choose to respond to life's challenges. As we face life's inevitable challenges, Stoicism teaches us to keep perspective, to not get overwhelmed by external circumstances, and to focus on what we can control. And if our ship sinks and we all drown, we can take peace in the fact that we lived a good life, albeit not as long as we had hoped. Because remember, everything has an end.